Tamil Nadu is going to polls in the next 3 or 4 months. And there, the big story has been around actor-turned-politician Vijay, who met with the families of the Karur Stampede victims today. He met them at a private hotel in Mamallapuram, which is, of course, a short distance away from Chennai. The meeting comes exactly a month after 41 people died in that stampede in Karur. Over 200 people took part in the meeting that happened today with Vijay. There were private meetings with individual families that were held by the TVK chief, many of which we are given to understand turned emotional. Vijay apparently broke down when he saw the pictures of some of the victims. This is that private resort in Mamallapuram, right on the outskirts of Chennai, where he had this private meeting. Now, Vijay has been facing a lot of flack as to why the victims had to come to him and why not the other way around. Why didn't he go to the victims? But apparently during the meeting, he assured that he will take full responsibility for the medical and educational expenses of the families of those who lost their loved ones in the stampede that happened in Karur. He's also promised to arrange employment opportunities for the families of those who lost their lives. But like I said, the criticism is, why didn't he go to where the victims were rather than bringing them to where he was?
நீங்க மீட் பண்ணீங்களா சார்?
மீட் பண்ணிட்டேங்க மேடம்.
என்ன நடந்தது சார்? அவர் என்ன சொன்னாரு?
அவர் மன்னிப்பு கேட்டாருங்க. அப்புறம் வந்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு என்ன ஹெல்ப் வேணுமோ நாங்க பண்ணி தரோம் அப்படின்னாங்க. உங்களுக்கு என்ன ஹெல்ப் வேண்டாம்னு நாங்க பண்ணிருக்கோம்.
சரி.
அவரும் அழுதுட்டாருங்க. பாப்பா போட்டோல பார்த்துட்டு அவரும் அழுதுட்டாருங்க.
இந்த சந்திப்பு நீங்க எப்படி பாக்குறீங்க சார்?
கரூர்ல மீட்டிங் மண்டபம் பர்மிஷன் கொடுத்து இது பண்ணியிருந்தாங்கன்னா வச்சுக்கோங்க மேடம். கரூர்ல போலீஸ் பர்மிஷன் கொடுத்து கரூர்லயே ஒரு மண்டபம் மாதிரி கொடுத்து அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்கன்னா கூட இவ்வளவுதான் நாங்க பாத்துருக்க முடியாது, பக்கத்துல பாத்துருக்க முடியாது.
ஓகே.
இங்க வந்துட்டு கிட்டத்தட்ட வந்து எங்களோட கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 1/2 மணி நேரம் வீட்டுக்கு வந்து எப்படி பேசுவாரோ அந்த மாதிரி தான் பேசினாரு. ஒவ்வொரு ஃபேமிலி தனியா வர சொல்லி ஒவ்வொரு ரூம்லயும் அவரு எங்க பாப்பா போட்டோலாம் பார்த்து அழுது கிட்டத்தட்ட 1/2 மணி நேரம் ஆச்சு. இப்ப அவர் கரூர் மட்டும் கரூர் அவரும் அவர் கூட இருக்கவங்களும் வந்துட்டு வந்தாங்கன்னா மேக்ஸிமம் ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் இல்ல சொல்ல முடிஞ்சிருக்கும்.
சார் அவர் அழுதாரா சார்?
ஆமாங்க மேடம். மண்டி போட்டு எங்க அம்மா காலை பிடிச்சாருங்க.
காலில் விழுந்து மன்னிப்பு கேட்டாரா?
காலில் விழுல, அவரு முட்டி போட்டு எங்க அம்மா காலை பிடிச்சாரு. இந்த மாதிரி நான் வந்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு என்ன ஹெல்ப் பண்ண முடியும் பண்ணி தரேன்.
So that is one of the victims' families, one of their family members speaking to my colleague Purnima. They attended today's meeting with Vijay. But Vijay, like I said, is facing criticism because many are questioning why he didn't go to Karur to meet with the victims, instead getting the victims' families to Chennai and meet them in a private resort. That has, of course, armed the DMK, especially because they're claiming that this is Vijay's politics of convenience from the comfort of his home. Vijay had earlier announced his plan to visit Karur in person. For over a month, he said he was waiting for police permission, but ultimately, his party said that the logistical issues did not work out and therefore they had to change the venue. They were also worried that there could be some kind of a stampede if he were to go there again, and also worried about some of the local politicians there in Karur who might try to usurp this particular event when it happened and if it happened in Karur. The flip-flop, though, has given more ammunition to Vijay's rivals, both the DMK and the AIDMK. In fact, Purnima was outside that private resort in Mamallapuram all through the day today, and this is the report that she filed from there.
Exactly a month after the Karur Stampede that killed 41 and left over 100 injured, today Tamil Nadu Chief Vijay met with the grieving families. Except for one family, the rest of the families had travelled from Karur to Mamallapuram, and they are meeting Vijay in this resort in Mamallapuram. 50 rooms were booked for the families. 255 people have come. This also includes some of them who are injured. Sources we spoke to who met Vijay say that Vijay had apologized to them and also said that he will take care of the expenses, whether it's employment or whether it's education. He will take care of the expenses of these families, and also assured them that he and his party will stand by them. and he also apologized to them for not being able to travel to Karur. This is something that we got from those who met Vijay. However, the criticism that TVK and Vijay face is this: why did Vijay not go to Karur? Why did he make the grieving family members travel all the way from Karur to Mamallapuram?
I want to go across to JVC Sriram, who's an author and political analyst. I want to ask you about this whole thing. You know, it's been exactly a month since the Karur Stampede. Today, Vijay met with some of the families. This was at a private resort in Mamallapuram. He met them individually. He says he couldn't go to Karur because he feared that another stampede might happen. The fact that the victims had to come and meet him and not that he went to meet the victims, what does that say to you, Mr. Sriram?
So I think, he's a confused person. I don't think he has got the right advisors behind him. He could have actually traveled to Karur and asked only those families to come and visit him in a particular location, or he could have gone to their houses. Security could have been given. So I don't know. And I think he has been time and again, he is being wrongly advised by the set of people. He doesn't have the right set of people who can give him the right information.
So up until this stampede happened, it seemed like Vijay's political graph was only going on the upswing. Do you think this Karur incident and whatever's happened in this past month has dented Vijay's image and his political fortunes?
I think, I always felt that Vijay was getting a lot of support. We could even hear around 30% in some places, but 20% is a very fair assessment. But I always felt that without organization, lacking an organization, and just because of the star power and charisma, and without proper candidates, he would not be in a position to get even to double digits. And unfortunately, this incident happened. And this only accelerated his fall. It has not, done anything. It's only accelerated. Yeah, he is gaining some sympathy, but that's a different story altogether. But without organization, without cadre, without proper candidates, it would be next to impossible to make a huge difference in a state like Tamil Nadu.
So what happens to all this chatter, and I'm sure you must have been following this as well, there's a chatter about ADMK and him coming together, some kind of election understanding either before or after the polls. I think EPS also made some comments recently. Do you think it's possible that there'll be an ADMK Vijay understanding for the elections?
Anything is possible in politics. But personally, if you ask me, I am of a firm opinion that Vijay has created enough of anti-incumbency. He has probably unearthed anti-incumbency better than anybody else. As a result of which, Vijay's votes, which he is getting, is mostly from the DMK, minority, women, and also from youth, which is from NTK, and also Dalit. So those people would not be willing to vote for an AIADMK-led government. And most importantly, Vijay's fan base, his core supporters are his fans. And they would like to see Vijay as the chief minister, and they would not like to see Edappadi Panichami as the chief minister. And let us always understand, Tamil Nadu elections happen in a way where the voters want to send a clear message to the respective parties. I think if the message is that the DMK government must go, then the alternative is AIADMK. That's what Tamil Nadu is all about. I don't think it is broken till now. And if they decide that no, we want DMK government to continue, they will vote for DMK. There is a small section of, say, around 15 to 20% who have this romantic idea of a change, which is welcome actually, but they should look for a right change. And they might seek all these things, but at the end of the day, conversion into votes is going to be a very big challenge. And I don't think, Karur has not done anything good for Vijay.
Okay, JVC Sriram, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining us. JVC Sriram, their political analyst, on what happens to Vijay now, a month after the Karur incident. And today he met with some of the victims' families. Now,